Dario, incredible!
Thank you everyone, thank you very much. This was so difficult and so cool. Thank you so much everyone. I love you all, thank you.
Great!
Thank you so much. Very much. Good job, huh? Very good. Thank you for everything, huh? Thank you. Thank you. No, it was a tough one. It was very challenging, difficult. It was long, no sleep nights, but yeah, it was a good experience. So the whole thing was like a little bit of a huge incognita, and we had to reshape the way of flying. The most difficult thing that of this project was landing blind, learning to land blind on a very small moving runway. This was I think mentally this was the hardest thing to accept for me and to learn. The weather, the wind conditions, everything was a variable that we had to take into account. And then we had to study all the turbulences that were coming out from the train wake. So we had to learn what was going to happen once I was touching the container. I had to do everything in 50 seconds maximum, otherwise it would have not worked. But it's hard to find perfectly straight sections. So if you imagine that there are a lot of turns, so if you imagine to find them longer than this, it's not true. So this was actually the best location we could. We had found a perfectly straight section of the railway of about 3 kilometers, and this allows us to have the train at the constant speed, of course in a constant direction, for me to align and land on it. And there is another reason I wanted to do it in Afyon. It's because Afyon is historically a very important city for Turkey, Turkey as a country. So for me was very crucial to do it as close as possible to Afyon. Yeah, this project was inspired by a picture of the Eastern Express, a beautiful train in Turkey. I was here 2 or 3 years ago more than 2 years ago for a location check for another project. And in the room of the governor, in the office of the governor, I saw this picture of this train on the snow, and I said, wow, this is exactly the machine I need to do to put together the oldest and the newest means of transportation together.